At this point of time, I would like to talk a little about my son. He is today known as Veer Yodha, Major Akshay Girish. Akshay was martyred on 29th November 2016, leading the quick response team to fight against terrorists, the Jaish-e-Mohammed, when they attacked Nagrota. And the terrorists had entered and occupied two buildings in which many families, including women and young children, were trapped. And it was the quick response team's effective counter-terror action that made sure that all those 16 family members were saved unharmed, and the terrorists were also neutralized, and there was absolutely no collateral damage. So it was a very successful counter-terrorist response in Nagrota. At the same time, 3 brave soldiers of the Indian Army made the supreme sacrifice, fighting to save the lives and to defend India. They are Major Kunal Gosavi Manadir, Major Akshay Girish, and Nayak Chitranjan Dev Brahma. So Akshay was the youngest of these 3, and I, as his mother, my name is Meghna Girish. I would like to talk about his childhood, how he was and how he lived his life. And I'm sure, like all of you, he also had many dreams, many aspirations, and he was a naughty kid. Very, very active, very, very bright. Bundle of energy is what we would call him, because he slept soundly at night, all by himself, independent, since he was 2.5 years old. The only child I have seen who was not afraid of the dark at any time. So he would be the one where the elder cousins would call him to put on the light at the end of the corridor because they wanted to go to the bathroom. And this guy would go and put the light on for them. And his twin sister always got into our bed at night, but he slept independently. So he slept well, and from morning to night he would be full of energy, doing something or the other. Quite a naughty child. He was very slim and not very tall when he was small, and we put them into school early, he and his twin sister. So they were always 6 months younger than the rest of their class. So he wasn't very tall, so he would be amongst the first few in the line in the assembly in school. But anybody who tried to bully him or pick on him, he never hesitated to fight back. And I would tell him, Akshay, tu kyun lad ke aaya? And he would say, maine ladai shuru nahi ki. I never start the fight, mama. They always pick on me, and I'm not going to keep quiet if they pick on me. So there have been times when he has been beaten up because 5 big boys from a senior class have ganged up, and and his twin sister Neha, though she was very different from him, she was very peaceful and very content, very bookish. She would jump into the fight because her brother was being attacked. So as twins, they shared a very, very, very close bond. And Akshay was very bright and very curious. There are some very funny stories about him in school. Once he came back from his LKG test with 3 out of 10. So I said, what happened, Akshay? His number test. So I said, what happened, Akshay? You know all the numbers. कहता है हाँ, बट मैम ने बोला 1 to 10 लिखो, तो मैंने 1, 2 और 10 लिखा. Everything else was missing. So he always thought laterally in this case. And from a very young age, he idolized the uniform. His father's Air Force uniform, his grandfather's Army uniform, his uncle's Air Force uniform. And he would always say, I want to become a soldier. I want to become a pilot. And he never wavered from that. So by the time he came to class 6, he was even more sure, and like most parents, we tried to expose him to other options, but he was very sure that he wants to go back into the forces. And so he wrote the entrance exam for Bangalore for the military school, and he got selected. Today it's known as the Rashtriya Military School. At that time it was known as Bangalore Military School, and the students there call themselves Georgians. So he went in as a boarder, and he 98 to 2003 he was in Bangalore Military School and just loved everything about it. And although we never put him through any formal sports coaching, he himself was very good at racket sports, so table tennis, and he picked up tennis in school. In fact, he represented his school in tennis. Also, when he wrote the NDA entrance exam, his main aim was to get in. He didn't want to join any engineering course or any other college. Though he was a good student, he was very focused that he wants to go to NDA, and he made it. In NDA also, in NDA also he used to play tennis for NDA. He was in the NDA Academy tennis team as well. As a student and as a cadet, I think what was uppermost in Akshay's mind, we've taken many holidays across the country and many holidays outside the country, to most of the countries abroad in fact, and what was always in Akshay's mind after every holiday, coming back, he would put his head on my shoulder and he would say, बहुत मजे आए, छुट्टियों में बहुत मजा आया, but I want to live in my country and I want to work in my country and I want to serve my country in uniform. So somehow this passion, where it came from, I'm not very sure, but it was a very strong calling for him, and he never looked back from it. He never got diverted from it. As a mother, Akshay has been out of the house since he was about 12 years old. First it was military school, and then it was NDA, then it was the Indian Military Academy in Dehradun. Then he got commissioned as an officer into 51 engineers, which is a Bengal sappers called the combat engineers. And every time we would see him would be on leave and on vacation. But funnily enough, he was extremely communicative and he kept in touch. Thanks to mobile phones and all that have come up, he always stayed in touch and he always made a call, and he would ask about the entire extended family, you know, the pet dog, his sister mainly. So that way he was always very communicative and always made the attempt to be part of our lives. And every chutti that he came, he would say, मैं छुट्टी पर आ रहा हूँ, so I want to eat this and this. So the menu would come in advance, and he was quite a foodie. He loved his food. He also loved cooking, and he used to cook very well. In fact, MasterChef on television was one of his favorite programs, and he would actually make very nice MasterChef kind dishes for the family. At least 2 dinners used to be cooked by Akshay when he was on chutti, and all of us would get served in MasterChef style, plated dishes and very nice soups and bowls, and he would go buy the ingredients also himself. So he was quite a foodie, and the rest of the time he would say, sote sote time waste nahi karna, sote sote thodi zindagi kaatni hai, I have to make time for everything. So he would study for his courses. He would want to do well in them. He was competitive. He wanted to do well in his courses. And he would make time for friends. He used to go back to meet even the shopkeeper outside his school, जहाँ मतलब वो regularly जाके toffee खरीदता था. He would go back, Sachin भैया कैसे हो? You know, he had to be in touch with everybody. And he had to go meet his nana, nani, his dadi, his cousins, his family friends, his school friends who were not from the forces. He was very, very people type of a person. And in the unit also, he was known for his attachment to his men. His first posting was Nagaland. So Nagaland and Manipur, jate he was in conflict zones, doing patrols and all of that. These are insurgent hit areas. And as luck would have it, although he served only 9 years in the army, he had a lot of exposure to border area, conflict zones. So he was in Kupwara, way above Kupwara, in a place called Tangdhar. You would see a lot of it in the news, where there's a lot of terrorist action that happens. And he had his first exposure to stopping terrorist infiltration at the line of control in Tangdhar, beyond Kupwara. He was also at 19,000 feet in Sikkim for 6 long months, where even breathing is supposed to be very difficult because it's rarefied air, oxygen levels are very low. And there he and his 120 men were building bunkers for permanent bunkers along the Indo-China border. And to stay there for 6 months, he would say there was no fresh food. They would only make one dish, either aloo and puri or rice and dal, and all of them would just eat that, and absolutely nothing, none of the luxuries that we are used to. This is what our soldiers actually go through when they defend our country, so that all of us go through our happy lives, movies and malls and outings and Dashera, Diwali, Eid and Christmas. So, when our soldiers are serving at these high altitudes, like Akshay was at 19,000 feet for 6 months with her soldiers, then everything is so difficult that we just don't imagine. We might see pictures of them wearing these snow suits and standing up there, but actually even to drink water, it starts with melting of ice. They have to take the snow or ice and they melt it, then they can drink a glass of water and make tea out of it. Dal rice, which we take for granted here, it takes so long to cook because there's very little air pressure. So it takes hours and hours for dal to galo and for rice to cook. Same thing for potatoes to boil. And there is nothing fresh, no fresh vegetables at all at those areas. And the only time they get something fresh, including vegetables and say chicken or whatever, is when the helicopters drop these food bags, and then the soldiers, they go and pick up those bags, and those few days they have fresh food till it lasts. It's not always that helicopters can do this because weather packs up very quickly over there and it's very difficult. And high altitude sickness is a very, very serious condition which happens because of less oxygen, and that's the symptoms of which whoever is this officer over there, he is responsible for all his men. So even though Akshay might be a young officer, he is responsible even for his older soldiers and subedars, etc., to make sure that if anybody is looking sick, they have to be evacuated at the earliest possible so that they get medical help, because it results in pulmonary edema, and which is as good as fatal. So why I'm telling you all this is that we must appreciate what luxuries and benefits that we are enjoying because our soldiers in Siachen or in other high altitudes are defending the country. And I always remember this one small story which Akshay told me. He said they had a task which they had to finish in 6 months, the task of building these bunkers. Even to lift one cement block and walk up, there are no gadi, nothing, no roads to go up to those areas. So men pick up these blocks and they go and build the bunkers. And it's very tiring. So he says they managed to finish their 6-month task in 5 months. That was a huge achievement for the unit. And he says, I was so proud of my men that on the last day of the task, when we finished, I told them, today I will cook for you. And luckily they had an airdrop of chicken. So he made chicken biryani for all the 120 men. And even today, we've lost Akshay, but every time we meet any of the men who were with him in Sikkim, when we go back to his unit, they always say, साहब जैसे कोई साहब नहीं थे, उन्होंने हमारे लिए चिकन बिरयानी बनाया था, क्योंकि हमने टास्क अच्छी तरह खत्म किया एंड साहब ने खुद चिकन बिरयानी बनाया था. So last month I heard this again and I told them कि तुम खाने लायक था कि नहीं था. They say नहीं मैम, बहुत अच्छा चिकन बिरयानी बनाया था काजू वाजू डाल के. So these are the little things that keep our soldiers going. They support one another, they care for one another, they motivate one another, they inspire one another, and they do it because they put country above everything else. So I always feel that as students, even we go through low times, you want to do well, you don't achieve an aim, you don't achieve a goal, you feel depressed, you feel sad. But remember that a lot of people go through such tough times, and tough times never last, tough people do. So just take one day at a time and stay inspired. Don't ever give up. When you're at your lowest, things will turn and things will turn for the better. So please take that inspiration and that message. That's what I'd like to give you. Our fondest memories as a family with Akshay are that he would try to come for every important event, like a wedding or his grandfather's birthday or a cousin's graduation ceremony. He would try to, but in the army, leave doesn't work like that. You can't always get leave when you want it to happen. So Akshay was lucky that he got lambi chutti for his twin sister's wedding, and we all had a very good time. And in 2016, 8th October, which is also Air Force Day, was his father's 60th birthday. And unfortunately, he couldn't get leave because his own regiment, 51 Engineers, was going to celebrate its Golden Jubilee in December. And he was the adjutant, so he had to do a lot of preparatory work towards this very big event where all seniors from all retired officers and subedars and jawans from many years come back to the unit after a long time for a reunion. It's a very big event. So he couldn't get leave, but he sent Sangeeta and Naina, that's his wife and little daughter. And we decided not to celebrate. We normally have a puja for a 60th birthday. So we decided not to celebrate without Akshay, and we said we'll have the celebration in February when he gets leave. Unfortunately, November 29th, Nagrota attack happened, and neither has Girish's 60th birthday been celebrated since, and nor was Akshay able to come home again. And the last time he came home, of course, he came home draped in the national flag, and he has made us very proud. In all our grief and sorrow, what we remember most about him is that there was never a single day when he did not bounce back, no matter what challenges, what troubles came his way. He was always positive and he lived every day king size, and he motivated everyone to live like that. He was always there for people who needed him, whether it was a friend who was feeling low, whether it was a soldier whose child was sick, whether it was a JCO whose child needed admission in a college. He would call me up. He knew I taught in the university. He would call me up and say, what are the good courses? Where is the scope good? With this much marks, where can he get admission? Can you help out? So he was always thinking about others. And very patriotic. He loved unfurling the flag, and luckily we have pictures of him as adjutant unfurling the Tiranga on Independence Day, and it's a picture which everybody in the family really cherish. The serious way. In fact, even when he's saluting, he's looking up at the flag as if he is saluting the flag. So I think it was only destiny that he had to go as a hero. We are proud that he saved many lives, although he could not save his own. And he got a hero's farewell in Bangalore. He's known as Bengaluru's Veer Yodha, and there is a road named after Major Akshay Girish in Yelahanka. In fact, it runs almost parallel to another very popular hero, Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, hero of the Taj Mumbai attacks. And as parents, we are also close to Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan's parents. They also live in Yelahanka. So yes, a life well lived is one where we strive to do our best and we enjoy as much as we can, and we make sure that everybody around us is also happy and cheerful and helped. And I saw a plaque, very funny, in a Rajasthan hotel, which made a difference to me, and it said, I believe heroes are those who do what needs to be done irrespective of the consequences. So I think we can all be heroes in different fields. It's not only that you have to wear the uniform to be a hero. but we can all be heroes in different ways in our own neighborhoods, in our educational institutions, in our cities, in our country. I think this is the time when India is really looking forward, and as India's future citizens, it is children, students and youth who are going to lead us. I have a lot of faith that today's youth is going to take India from strength to strength. And I am unwavering in my faith. And I think one of the reasons why we, after Akshay, we wanted to keep Akshay's courageous legacy of service to the nation continuing, because he may be not there, but his work is not done. So we have the Major Akshay Girish Memorial Trust in his name, and our primary focus is we work with students in colleges and in schools. Our main aim is to strengthen patriotism and service to the nation. Within this broader aim, anybody who wants to serve the country in uniform or civil services, or the under the Home Ministry we have many paramilitary forces. We give a lot of information, motivation, inspiration sessions which are taken by veterans. We have a large group of officers, retired and serving, Akshay's coursemates in fact, from Army, Navy and Air Force. They pitch in. They take excellent sessions which give both information and motivation to college students who may want to join the defense services. And in schools we run a program which is basically to say how can we contribute to our country while we are studying, while we are following our own dreams and aspirations, while we excel at what we want to do. Never forget that our countrymen are ours and our country is ours first and foremost. So with this message, I wish you all the very best in all your endeavors, whatever you want to do. Keep smiling, work hard, play hard, and never forget India is our motherland. Jai Hind and God bless.
My papa was a hero. He fought like a lion to save many people in Nagrota. We are proud of our